Hello, everybody, and welcome to review of Otsikawa Fell in Love with an Okinawa Girl. Fell in love with an Okinawa girl, but don't understand what she's saying. Episode 3. Okay, I said the whole title wrong. Now, due to my schedule of doing reviews of rom-coms, before I do my review of this, I like to say that it's going to take a while for me to get adjust to my schedules and whatnot during this week. I was like Monday, I was supposed to cover the adult rom-com Can't Keep a Secret, but due to unforeseen circumstances and all that stuff with my schedule, with work and such, I won't get time to do rom-coms when it airs. So depending on what days I'm off, rest assure you, I will talk about these rom-coms that I am covering and watching. So like this show, for example, I understand this show aired on Saturday, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. But I did today just because I was off. So understand what this show is now. You know, the Okinawa show is so good that I finally got a chance to understand just how fabricated this show is. It's like taking the tan girls of the Nakatoro vibe to the outspoken of the Hokkaido gals, which is by Hokkaido gals is the winter, fall. This right here is the spring, summer. And when you look at this show, you feel like, okay, you learn so much of cultureness. And that's what I like about this rom-com. I mean, 3 episodes in, and I'm already feeling the love for this show, understanding the cultureness of Okinawa. It makes me want to go to Okinawa myself. Like, really, on a day like summer day, I really need to experience Okinawa. So, I'm going to get that. Now, this show is so good that you got this one guy who has no experience about Okinawan language and their culture. You know, it's funny. After watching these episodes, I really am curious why he chose Okinawa. I really want to know why he chose this. I mean, I don't know if I missed something. I could be wrong. But there's got to be a reason why. He's like, I don't know how to say this, but I feel bad for him. And I will get to that later on. But without further ado, let's get right to it, the review of this episode 3. Because I want to get the gist of this. Okay, so Nakamura. You know what? I feel bad. After these 3 episodes, I won't say I feel bad, sad, like, oh, I feel so sad. No, I kind of feel like, it's like this guy, he loves Okinawa. He's just not used to the customs of Okinawa. Like, when they go out in the rain, they don't need umbrellas. When he says the wrong names, it's kind of like a misunderstanding, this and that. He's always the late bloomer here. I'm surprised that when he came to Okinawa, I'm surprised he has a phone. He has Google. He has Safari. He could go online and look up Okinawa and just study Okinawan language and how traditional and culture that this series has. Like, come on. How do you not know all the words you're saying? Like, you gotta know. So he's taking photos of these shrines and the little dog-like creatures. And Okinawa never had transportation. Like, they just mezzed by the trains. Because they never saw trains before. And I don't blame them, because they're in the island. I get it. Never experienced that. So, and then they got to learn this dance move. They got to learn this huge dance move, whatever they be doing, that hypnotized the entire class. That hypnotized the entire school. And he has no idea what it means. It means good luck in Okinawan language. Like, everyone is hypnotized by the dance. It's like the moment that song hits, everybody gotta move their body. You gotta move your body. Like, I like to move it. I like to move it. We like to move it. And then everyone gotta dance. You're not gonna be stiff and everything. It's so fun. And then talk about foreshadowing, guys. I mean, this guy has just had this huge knowledgeable fact that he's gonna end up with Hina, by the way. And he sees like the future of himself being old, don't know the dance, and he's seeing Hina, but with Kana sees the future of her being with him and has a kid. So there's like some foreshadowing going on here. Like, is that how it's gonna end? Him ended up with Kana? Him ended up with Hana? Like, which one? Which one you gonna end up with? I am curious. I'm curious. I mean, everything he does is so funny to a point that he knocks out everybody. Like in this episode, he got a 5-hit combo because of a misunderstanding. He didn't know what it means and literally just knocked him out in a combo. Now her friend, now Kana's other friend, and I'm not talking about Hina. I'm talking about Kana's other friend, the other friend that knows there's something going on. She knows something's going on between Kana and the MC. Even though the MC is kind of dense, which like all MCs, like don't know realize this is that she has a crush, but we all know Kana likes the MC. But for the side character, she knows that Kana has a crush on the MC. I mean, there was a moment when Hana was saying words in Okinawan language. She trying to translate it, but every time she at that point she gets food in her mouth that she can't even translate. But she knows what she was going to say, and I like that. And then towards the end, we got this whole Okinawan festival kind of thing, traditionally, and everyone's putting on a performance. You got Kana in her outfit performing, and then you see then you see Hina just with white paint, all that stuff, dancing around. She is I understand in the Okinawan now is like she is the center of the performance. She's the center of the festival, meaning she tends to cook. It's like you do one chore. I'll picture this. Hana's role in this festival is like doing chores. Yeah, you got the minor chores, but she has the major chores. She has to do all of the other chores. While your minor chore is just cleaning the beds, her chore is cook, clean, sweep, all of that. That's what Hana is. She is the role that holds the cultural festival, that hold this festival down. Tidy it up, make sure they don't sweat a lot, make sure everyone's fine. Matter of fact, better example, she's the manager. She's the freaking manager, and she got to make sure that everybody's on point. That's how she is. Now she's putting on this face mask, cheering up these people. It was really, really nice. Now, the MC. Up comes the dawn is a fucking, oh my God, a fucking confession. Leave it with a cliffhanger. This guy, Yakamura, he's in a lose-lose situation. A very lose-lose situation. I mean, think about it. At one point, this guy has no idea if that's really is Hana. I'm sorry, has no idea that's Hina. Really have no idea. Anybody could dress up like Hina in that costume. You don't know if that really is her. That's number one. Number two, even if he was to confess to her, she have no idea what you're saying. She has no idea what you're saying. This is a time for him to pull out his phone and Google Translate everything. Now look, after 3 episodes of this show, Fell in Love with an Okinawan Girl, let me tell you this. I have no problem with this rom-com. I feel like this rom-com is very nice. It gives you that traditional vibe of Okinawa. Makes you feel like, you want to visit Okinawa at this time. It's kind of like with the Hokkaido gals. Yeah, you go to Hokkaido. Yeah, it's snowing up there. But they got you some they got some festivals in in Hokkaido. And Okinawa, same thing. You learn a lot traditionally about it. So if you want to go to Okinawa, that's fine. I'm simply saying for this guy who is the lone stump of this Okinawa, in this island of Okinawa, being the Lone Star Ranger that he is, he needs Google Translate. Because Kana, you can't rely on Kana all the time. Trust me, I get it, Kana's nice, but I'm not throwing shades at Kana, but come on, man. When you gonna study Okinawan language and know that you gotta say I love you in Okinawa, not I love you in Japanese. You gotta say something. Daisuke, like come on. You gotta think of something to say. And when you end up with a cliffhanger like that, I'm like, is this guy really gonna confess in a lose-lose situation? Knowing that if he says something, even if that was her, you really think he'll understand what you're saying? Understand what he's saying? That's just like, oh my God, I don't know. But that's how it is in a nutshell. So overall, though, I love this episode. It was really, really a jam-packed 5-hit combo in this episode, full of like Okinawa, especially Hina. Hina is energetic, brightful character. I can't badmouth her. There's nothing bad mouth about Hina's personality. Energetic, likable character. There's nothing I don't hate about her. I really don't. As for Kana, I like Kana. I'm waiting for that one moment where Kana's gonna confess and speak to Hina in the Okinawa just to tell her like I love the MC. But as for the MC, I feel bad for the MC at times because not only he's the Lone Star Ranger in Okinawa, but again, you gotta study your translations of Okinawan language. I can't with this guy. And study dances because even though he's stiff and can't dance, you gotta study all the dance moves because there's gonna be a lot of times in many anime shows like this when the guy gotta dance, he gotta dance. So I look forward for next week's episode of it. And again, my schedule could be a little off, so bear with me on talk about the Okinawan anime. Also, the other adult rom-com anime, Can You Keep It Secret? Bear with me. I will get that started probably tomorrow before I go to work. But thank you for watching.